welcome to Midweek Football with Young Leg and BurrOaks, brought to you by 2 Foot Talk. We've got Champions League action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Neymar dancing, Vinny dancing, and why the fuck is there a Newcastle highlight? Either way, we're getting into it. Let's get the winners, and let's get some midweek football. What's going on? You are tuned into Midweek Football with 2 Foot Talk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, I got BurrOaks 77 on a very special day for Madristas everywhere, the 121st birthday of Real Madrid. What's going on? How does it feel to have a club dominate you for 121 years straight? We're still here.
Yeah, I was chirping out some haters online today, asking if I was getting any sort of nerves. I was chirping at my guy Buckets John because he's already expecting a Byron defeat, and I told him I ain't got that problem. I buy champagne. We're Madrid. We expect to win. We out here. So yeah, it's a great day to talk some Champions League. A lot of nice matches coming up in the next 2 days. Can't wait.
Vodka says the goddamn cottagers fucked me, but he meant cottagers. If you were with us on Wednesday, we told you both teams to score over 2.5. I didn't pick a winner in that game for this exact reason. Got a great match. Ended 3-2. Got the goals. Got everything we needed. Shout out Tooney. Has a decent spot. It's midweek football, though. We're obviously going to talk a lot of Champions League. And then I'm going to throw a Brazilian game into the mix because they have another cup that just started. So, it's important.
I'm also going to throw in some Philly Union talk for tomorrow night.
Well, that would be in Champions League, which is why I already had a thing made for it.
True.
That's why I told you I'd do what I want. I already had that shit written down.
Let's go.
Thanks, Vodka.
Same.
Yo, tell Mitrovic to score a goal. Maybe I'll like your team again. First things first, let's get into UCL. Benfica versus Bruges. This one, I feel like we said it all. Bruges, your time to get a result was last game at home because Bruges is still in this competition because of how they've been playing at home. That was not a problem for Benfica. Benfica's like minus 280 now, something ridiculous. So we're pretty much just looking at props. We're going to need lineups for that. From what I could tell, DK had a couple of lines out. And I'm really just looking at Goncalo Ramos for a goal. He's hot again. He had 2 over the weekend. Yao Mario takes the set pieces, takes the penalties. And Rafa Silva to get an assist. They're my main looks for the attack because I don't know who the fuck's going to start. If David Neres is in there, I'm going to sprinkle his assists and his shots on target. If Goncalo Guedes starts, same thing. You got options. It's pretty much like when Bayern plays and you pick an attacker and just take whatever props look great to you.
Facts. Yao Mario definitely takes pens, so he'll probably be the most picked dude. If you listened last time we had this conversation, Leg yelled at you to take an Otamendi card. Guess what? He got carded.
Yeah.
I kind of like him for a card again. I do worry about the accumulation and stuff like that. But yeah, Benfica at home, it's so hard to go into Portugal and try and beat Benfica on their home turf. Like we said, Bruges is in a 2-0 hole. They'll have to press immediately. So I think we will see goals here coming pretty fast and pretty heavily from Benfica's end. Then once they get up a goal or two, you'll probably see them sit in a low block, try and defend, and let Bruges just throw everything at them because they know they can still spring counterattacks on them. And that's just how it's going to be from the jump. So if you think Bruges do get a goal here, I don't see it being outside the realm of possibility, but it'll probably be because Benfica score first. So I would maybe look at both teams to score on that. Maybe Benfica score first and both teams to score. But like I said, wait and see who's starting up top in the attack and just start betting them.
Loverboy, what's going on, my G? What's good? Gotta catch. Yo, if your wife wants to become a fan, tell her I'll send her some free shit. Say for Bruges, the only bright spot I have for Bruges, there's a midfielder that I know is a fucking hack on your team called Onyedika. And if you're wondering how the fuck does Leg have any tape on this guy, he's Nigerian. That's how I have the tape. So Hack, don't know how I didn't get a card last time. I'm gonna run those numbers. I'm gonna be starting because
I'm gonna run back.
field.
I'm gonna run back Tajon Buchanan for a shot on target. If they hang fucking plus 150, plus 165 on him again, that's an absolutely ignorant number for the Canadian who's a fucking baller out there on the right wing. Big Tajon Buchanan fan, so I will be looking at his props as well. Especially away, they should have a ton of value on them. And like I said, Bruges is going to have to
they're gonna have to gun. They're gonna be gunning the whole time. They're down 2 already, so do or die time.
Yeah, so shots in the first half and shots on target on any of Bruges' attackers are definitely going to be in play for me.
All right, next one I got. We're going over to England. We got Chelsea versus Dortmund. Chelsea and Graham Potter clinging for dear life. Potter, I again don't know how the fuck he has a job. He finally did an interview where he's like, they say I'm safe, but I'm feeling a bit of pressure. Are you now? You're feeling a bit of pressure. At least you scored a goal last game. That was pretty cool. This one, all I really have is just a shit ton of shots on target. I loved all the numbers. My absolute favorite is Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea just signed him. He's going to be in. He is plus 250 for one shot on target. And he jacks. He's going to be having a ton of the ball. It's probably going to be from like 35 yards out, right to the goalkeeper. But I'll fucking take that at plus 250. That's my favorite one for Chelsea. Other than that, I just wrote down Kai Havertz props. I'm going to take him for a foul. I'm going to take him for a shot. I'm going to take him for a goal. He does have Champions League magic. And for Chelsea, he did win them a Champions League final. Like, we do have to give him a little bit of props. Yep. I know he hasn't really been doing it anywhere else. This is an elimination game. You have to.
Bridge.
You have to. So if anyone does it, I think it's going to be Kai Havertz. He is on penalty duty also with Jorginho being out.
Yep.
So that comes into play there. Chelsea cards too. I'm big up on the cards because if they lose, they're done.
Right.
The cards don't fucking matter after you're out.
And they're also without Silva. They're also without Silva on the back line. So somebody's gonna have to step up and fucking.
I think it's gonna be Chaloba. I think it's gonna be my boy Trevor.
Yeah. I'm sitting on a Dortmund to advance ticket, and I don't really want to hedge it. It's plus 120 to hedge it on Chelsea to advance. I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't know if Chelsea can get a 90-minute result here. The number's minus 110. It looks kind of tasty, but to me, it screams trap. I don't think Dortmund are going to sit back and invite pressure in their box and on their keeper for 90 minutes. They've been playing really good football. They attack. That's what Dortmund does. They dispossess you in the midfield. So, yeah, the biggest thing for me here is Karim Adeyemi is out with his injury. I think he pulled a hammy, not super positive on that. It looks like he's going to be out at least another 2 weeks. But they're hoping to have him back for the next match. He scored the only goal in their head-to-head, so that is a little bit of a letdown for Dortmund. But as Leg knows, Brandt's been fucking red hot for them. His props are always worth a look. Mokoku's out, so hopefully, like,
I have another little sprinkle, and it's Gio Reyna shot on target because I think this is a Gio Reyna game.
This feels like, especially like if he subs on, I'll be taking a bunch of his. Like, I'll take his goal live. I really like what Dortmund's got going on. They're undefeated since World Cup break. 8-0 in Bundesliga, 10-0 overall. Yeah, dude, I mean, I don't hate the money line. See, Chelsea did get a goal, and, like, I'm not brimming with confidence. I'm not here telling you Chelsea's going to score a bunch of goals. They spent the money. They have the talent. At some point, the floodgates are going to open. I just don't think it's here against Dortmund after they, again, failed to do it over the weekend. I believe Chelsea can't do it until they prove me otherwise. And the fact that they haven't scored more than 3 goals in a single game this entire season, I really don't think they're going to do it just because it's at the Bridge. Dortmund has been playing great football lately, and their defense has gotten way better since before World Cup. So I like Dortmund to advance here.
Other thing I'll say is a Jude Bellingham homecoming in England. His target's plus 150, and his assist is even higher. So just make sure we keep, especially if he has the armband too.
Oh, dude, give me armband Jude in England at the bridge. All his props.
Red Bull just handed Dortmund a ton of pressure. Maybe, but also like what gives you any confidence in Chelsea's attack? Like they scored 1 on Leeds, and it was their center back.
Yeah, and it was Leeds.
I honestly would rather bet Fofana for a shot on target at plus 400 than bet anything about Chelsea scoring more than 1 goal.
I like under 2.5 in this game. It's minus 105. Like, it sucks to have to tell you guys that. I don't have confidence. I'll take Chelsea shots. Like, they're going to rip a fuck ton of shots. They can't find the net. They can't find the back of the net. And I'm not going to put money on them until they prove me otherwise.
I also found out that we've been saying Yao Felix's name wrong the whole time, and it's Felix.
Whatever.
I also am not going to stop calling him Yao.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I won't even correct people's names who I already know how to say right. Also, I watched.
Is it though?
I watched Leeds give up 3 goals to Bournemouth. So Chelsea, like, don't act all hard because you scored 1 against Leeds. Yeah, I'm cherry picking some stats here, but like Bournemouth put 3 up against Leeds. So
I don't know. Statistically, like, I guess if you want to make the argument, like, it's got to flip eventually. Yeah,
right.
Like maybe next year when they got a new coach and new roster, but like it's got to flip eventually.
Right. For me, like, yeah, the opportunities and the XG, it's definitely piling up. I just don't see them flicking the switch here against Dortmund. Like, you can say, yeah, it's Dortmund, and they had that.
Dortmund's hit that nice spot of form too.
Right. No, Dortmund hasn't lost a game in 10 games. They're playing great fucking football. They're challenging for the first time in Bundesliga this late in the year in forever.
Hold on. What is challenging? Is it at least like less than 6 points?
They're tied.
Wait, no way. Really?
Yeah, they're tied with Bayern on points for top of the league.
Oh, they're just 30 goals behind them in goal differential.
Correct.
That's how you know that shouldn't be the case. That's how you know Bayern is drawing way too many games.
Yeah, Bayern came out and looked like hot ass after World Cup and made this a title race.
No problem, my guy. Take it easy. I'll leave you a little message later on in the episode, and if you don't repeat to me exactly what I said, I know that you're a fraud and didn't actually watch it. I love you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out.
Next one we got Tottenham versus Milan. I'll save the best for last. This one, I just wrote cards because to me, Tottenham, you're playing for your fucking life here, and I assume that Milan is going to be defending for their life. The only thing that really gets me is that Milan beat y'all without Tomori, so you're
right.
To put Tomori. Literally, he's going to take over the worst player they had on their team. I'm going on based off the ratings. I don't actually think he's the worst, but Kyer was the most orange player in a sea of green ratings, and you're going to replace that with Tomori? I mean, the one weak point you're replacing with the best player on their team defensively, it just, to me, it seems almost too easy. And on top of that, you don't have Lloris. Like, you don't have your own captain.
Right.
This is a tall order for you guys. I'm looking at Kulusevski for a shot on target, or maybe even test his assist numbers if Tottenham can somehow get a goal. I think Kulusevski is kind of a jack, though. Like, he loves –
he does.
In a pinch, it's like, yeah, I'm going to watch him cut in from the left and just wing one at net. I'm looking at an under for this game, Leao props, and then I have a couple different hacks, but I need a starting lineup before I say who the hacks are. So, again, you can follow me on Twitter at a Young Leg. You can follow him at BurrOaks if you don't feel like following me. Links are down below in the description. I need a lineup. This game is like, for all my props, all my fouls, I need lineups. I'm not putting anything. I don't know what Tottenham's going to do.
Right.
Like, if I get Skip and Joyberg in the midfield so I can bet their fouls and cards and call it a day.
Yeah, if Skip starts
in the back with fucking Romero holding it down or Dyer holding it down so I can just keep betting all the cards again and again. I don't know. I need lineups.
Yeah, if Skip starts, I'm definitely taking him for a book because his price will be there. And listen, it shouldn't surprise anybody at this point. I don't respect Tottenham. Leg doesn't respect Tottenham. We don't respect England in general. Like, I think City's kind of your only chance here because, like said, like, if you're not familiar with how important Tremore is for the back line here on AC. Also, like, side note, they got fucking Zlatan back, guys. Like, Zlatan is going to be entering a Champions League match around the 75th to 80th minute if Milan need a spark. And yeah, he's older, but it's fucking Zlatan, guys. The man is a machine. He defies age. He defies fucking everything. He won a goddamn Scudetto last year on a ripped ACL and walked on the field smoking a cigar. He's built different. So yeah, I'll probably be looking to take Zlatan live. Leao props, man's hot again. Look at his goal, look at his assists, look at his shots on target. Giroud definitely has big game potential to step up. On the other side of the ball, Harry Kane has got to be the guy to do it for you. You have no one else, Tottenham. I don't want to hear about Son. I don't, because he has no effect in games that matter. He only shows up in cookie cup fucking cup games and doesn't really have an effect on the pitch. He won Golden Boot last year. He looks like fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost. I can't find him.
The nice way to say this is that it's going to be a defensive battle. That's a nice way to say it. The honest way is how you said it, which is they're both boring and Tottenham shit. So, again, we'll see how that goes. Tottenham, my whole thing is that how Tottenham's been playing, I don't even think they'd survive Europa League right now with teams that are in Europa League. So, good luck in this one, Tottenham.
Didn't they just get eaten alive by Wolves on the road, too? Like, I know this is in their building where they tend to play a little bit better, but this is fucking AC Milan, guys. Like, I know they've had their struggles, but, like, AC Milan's got the next most Champions Leagues of teams not named Madrid.
True that. All right, next one I got for you guys. Bayern versus PSG. This is the big one here. Now, my automatic pick, because I thought Mbappe was going to wait till this game to break the record for most goals. He already did it. I'm still taking Mbappe to score because there is not going to be another game where you get better odds on Mbappe unless they advance after this one.
Right. And I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, and even then, like, you need them to get a draw against, like, Madrid or against City for you to get odds that you're going to get on Mbappe here. I honestly
160 is ignorant, bro.
I was going to say, I think we could get lucky and you could chop around and you might get closer to double your money for Mbappe to score, which if you watch PSG in the Champions League, if he ain't scoring, they're fucking dead. They're just a dead team. So I'm also looking at a Messi assist because, hey, anyone can chip the ball up to Mbappe and watch him run. And Messi's really good at chipping the ball up. So I'll give him props for that. And I will take the Messi assist. Dude, it was like fucking 3-1 for a Messi assist. What do we?
I got 3.5.
I don't even like this dude, but that's a stupid number.
That's a bad number. That is a factually bad number. In a game where PSG are coming down 1-0 on aggregate away from the home at the fucking Allianz, dude. They, from the jump, from opening whistle, PSG's one and only mission has to be to shove this ball down Byron's throat because they have no other option. They're going to give up some shit on the counterattack. That said, in my Flash Picks article that Leg so kindly shared right before the show, you'll see that as me and Leg were watching the game, Ramos gave this team a fuck ton of problems. He kind of ate Byron alive and really put a wrench into this attack. The only goal Byron scored is when they got Ramos to bite and they put in a lofted cross to the other side of the fucking pitch to bury it in the back of the net. That's how they had to get their goal. Like, I'm not saying Ramos is the key here, but like the Lions the key. He gives Byron a lot of fucking problems. Also, Byron's without DeLitt here, so like they're going to need goals. Or not DeLitt. Sorry, they're without.
It's Pavard.
They're without Pavard, yeah. And Pavard, like, I don't particularly like him. I call him a big French fucking hack.
I was gonna say they have a Croatian kid that's been doing pretty.
It's been nasty, yeah. But like Pavard's got the experience. He's been here before. Like that is a pretty big piece defensively. But I love the number on El Chapo too. I'm getting fucking 1.95. So basically 2-1 on your money on fucking El Chapo goal.
That means there's 2 shots on target. It's probably looking fantastic as well.
Yeah, Coleman, fucking Musiala, like that.
Roman, Musiala, shot on target.
Sane, like
Mueller and Davies assists on here. Kimmich shot on target. I also love for PSG. If you can, I don't know who's going to be playing wingback for them, but if Achraf Hakimi is, take him for a shot on target. He loves going forward. I know he's got some legal shit going on right now, but we'll see what happens. The question is, who don't you pick? That's pretty much every question for every Bayern game for me, because it's like, you can pretty much take whatever attacker and something will hit. But
yeah, and the fact that they continue to put above plus 250 on Tommy Mueller assist is fucking ignorant. Like, if you guys haven't figured out that like Tommy Mueller drops dimes, this is me telling you. I bet if I see Tommy Mueller's assist above 250, instant back. Without question, don't care who they're playing. Tommy Mueller drops dimes. That said, in UCL, he brings his shooting boots too. So, like, a nice sneaky pick is some Mueller shots and some Mueller shots on target, because that man loves stepping into his shooting boots in big games.
The only other thing I'll say is that this is the Champions League knockout rounds. I watched Real Madrid for this is my 21st year of watching Real Madrid, and I've watched us in the Champions League for even longer. This is literally Ramos card time. If Ramos is going to play into the next round, he needs to get past the card suspension, or if he's not making it to the next round, he's going to hurt someone and get a card. Like, this is the most like perfect. Ramos is going to get a card. He didn't even get one last leg, which blows my mind. I also think Roddy's going to get one too. It blows my mind.
Ramos shot on target. One, he's a monster in the air on aerials off of corners. And two, we know about the fucking leg he's got, so he'll let him rip.
Oh, I like Ramos shot on target and Kimmich shot on target for my two, just like random, like you know what? Especially like if PSG is still down and Ramos is on the field, he's going in for every single set piece. Like if you can put the ball in the box, we would. If we needed a goal last minute, we would just make Ramos our third striker and just leave him up there. Varane, you got this. Varane, Nacho, don't move from half field. You got this. Carvajal, just sending as many crosses as possible. You have Ronaldo, Benz, and Ramos to aim for. Go.
Right.
We've seen this all before. So
that's a lot of big ass heads. That's a lot of big ass heads that can come and put some zip on the ball with power.
All right, my last Champions League game I have for you guys. It is the CONCACAF Champions League, which is still Champions League. What's fucking good? Philly Union taking care of business. Philly Union heading over to El Salvador to play the top team in El Salvador, off of a terrible loss to Miami, and played some absolute shit football, which, we're very good at home, but this is now making me – I'm not nervous for the Union. I just need them to get a result. So, because as soon as I'm taking us when we come back home, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So pretty much depending what this result is how much I take the spread by for the Union. So we can get a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw. I'm already looking at Gazdag shots on targets. I'm looking at Gazdag goals, but I just need Union to get a result here, and then we're going to fucking smash these pussies at home.
Facts. The Union, I love them. They're definitely my MLS club. Me and Leg watched them put a fucking touchdown up against DC United. What's good? That said, they tend to get a little complacent. We saw it in the MLS final where they fell asleep thinking they had the thing won, and Gary B popped them and stole the trophy out from underneath them. They came out flat, and they were clearly looking ahead to this game when they were in Miami. They flew directly to El Salvador from Miami. They didn't make a return trip home from Philly. So, yeah, I'm not putting a ton of weight on that Miami result. It was clear that the guys' focus was on Champions League. They already had their bags packed, and Miami was just a pit stop for them. I expect a lot better out of Philly here. It is going to be tough. It's going to be a hostile environment. I love what Gazdag brings to the table. Julian Carranza is an absolute savage. Kai Wagner is a great look for an assist as a back. I can't remember if he's left or right back. He's put in the most dangerous crosses for a defender all of last season in MLS. He had 15 assists. He's a very big piece of our attack and what we do. So yeah, I like Philly here. I don't know a ton about this El Salvadorian club. I don't really care. Come away with the draw at minimum here and bless them at home in advance. That's what we're doing here, Philly.
All right, last game I got for you guys is, of course, Brazil. We got the Brazilian Cup coming back, and this is one of the best rivalries in Brazil. We got Flamengo playing Fluminense. Fluminense just signed Marcelo on top of Flamengo, just lost in the fucking Sudamericano Super Cup final, which is absolutely heart-shattering, losing in PKs. Flamengo. The only thing I will say about this, you guys know that I always ride Flamengo. The only thing I'll say is they're fucking ass at home against Fluminense. I don't know why they're so bad at home against them. They have more away wins than home wins against them. And I don't know what it is, but also I recently learned that, you know how England hypes up like the Merseyside derby because like you can, oh man, if you like zoom out, you can see Liverpool and Everton stadiums. Well, they're so close. These are even closer. They're in the same, like they're pretty much within the same city limits. They're pretty much the number was 300, and I know the number for Merseyside is 800. I don't remember what the fucking
what that reference is.
I don't remember what the measurement was. I just know that the number was way smaller and way closer. This rivalry goes deep. And I'm gonna end up taking cards. I'm gonna end up taking my Barbosa goal, but I want to take Flamengo on the win, but I'm nervous.
This is also a sick kick game too.
Oh yeah, it is.
If you're not familiar with Flamengo and Fluminense's kits, check it out. They're fucking lit.
Yeah, so we're going to take goals in this one. We're going to take cards in this one. It's pretty much, again, this league is built for me.
Yep, both teams to score over 2.5 pretty much anytime we talk about a game.
Yeah, or if you're soft and you don't want to take the over, just do both teams to score, no draw.
Yep.
They don't tie this game. This is a brutal one. All right, last thing I got for you guys. We got the Golden Booty. We're bringing out the UCL wheel. We have the UCL guy wheel. I made a couple of edits to it because, like, there's only 4 games to choose from. So I took out Italy and I took out Brazil because we really only had David there. I was, like, hoping there's more Brazilians on Benfica. There's not.
There's not.
They're all Portuguese.
Yep.
So I switched Portuguese in and took Brazil and Italy out.
All right.
But for the most part, it's the same. We got German, we got English, we got miscellaneous, we got French, and we got Portuguese.
Nice.
All right, why is my wheel not spinning? Hold on. Why aren't you spinning? Oh, there you go. There we go. So I know I hit last time on the UCL wheel. Do you also hit on the UCL wheel?
Oh, shit. Let me grab.
I bullshit David Neres goal at like plus 800 because he didn't even start. It was sick.
I can't remember. I'd have to grab my notes.
All right, whatever. I'm going to lead off then.
There you go.
Oh, wait. I made notes on who to pick depending which country I get. It's just a shit ton of names next to like whatever country name. All right, so that was one between that and France, with my 2 easiest ones to pick because I'm either going to take Muller or Musiala. So I think I'm going to go Musiala.
Nice.
I'm going to go Musiala for this one.
I thought you were going to maybe go Kai Havertz.
I thought about it, but I don't trust Chelsea at all.
That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't say he was going to. I just said if anyone does.
If anyone's gonna, yeah.
Probably him. But, like, also, they could just not score.
Thanks.
This is also another easy one in my mind. I will say, since it's miscellaneous, under my miscellaneous, I do have Gazdag on mine. Just saying. You don't have to say that. I'm just saying. It's on the table.
Does miscellaneous mean I can't take a Portuguese, French, or English dude?
Yes.
Fuck. Give me El Chapo then. El Chapo.
I was gonna say this should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
I have for mine. I have El Chapo, Messi, Son.
Yep.
And Gaza. Wow, dude, just take Chupo every fucking golden boot you got. You fucking bum ass. All right, that's all I got for you guys.
You know I didn't take El Chapo last week, right? I took Bernadeschi.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was it? The week before that then?
Yeah, it was the week before that. But they were playing somebody difficult, and I got a mad plus number on it. So how could I not?
That's all I got for you guys, though. Again, we don't have lineups, so you make sure you follow me at a Young Leg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks, and you can get both at 2 Foot Talk. That's at TWO Foot Talk. All of the links are below in the description. Make sure you guys check out the TFT drip. We got more shit going out there soon.
This sweatshirt's so fucking comfortable, dude. I love this thing.
You can pretty much use whatever you win tomorrow off of our picks and buy pineapple stuff.
Yeah.
It's the easiest plan possible. Hey, you ever figure out how to get new clothes? I know. I'll just listen to what this guy says, put a $5 bet on this random dude to get a card, make all my money, and buy a pineapple sweatshirt. Welcome to the fucking club. All right, but other than that, fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.
We're 2 Foot Talk.
And we out.
See you tomorrow. UCL.